The topic is the proposed elimination of the Upward Bound program and the Educational Talent Search program at Tennessee State University. And we have with us to talk about these programs Ms. Mary Love and Ms. Victoria Hayes. And of course, Ms. Love and Ms. Hayes, I think Ms. Hayes, we promised that when we came back during the second segment, we'll give you an opportunity to talk about educational talent search and the program that you're involved in. Let's have you to do that now.
Well, the Educational Talent Search program is a pre-college program, and we serve 5th through 12th graders, and those 5th graders have to be 11 years old. But we extend our services as much as we can. We also assist with dropouts that need to get their GED or want to re-enroll in adult education. We assist with tutoring, college tours to expose them to the different aspects of going on to a post-secondary education. We also help them with test-taking skills, study skills, those things that will equip them to be a success once they go to college. We expose them again to cultural activities. We did say college tours, but we do other things that normally they would not have the means of doing. So the program is an overall program. We work with them. Most of the time we try to follow them from the middle school all the way to the high school, if we can, to ensure that they have the proper resources that they need to go on to post-secondary education. We also help with admission fees. We pay for at least admissions fees for one college of their choice. We do ACT prep, financial aid workshops, expose them to scholarships that they need to know about in order to fund a college education. So we try to make sure that that student has the resources that they need to ensure that they can go to post-secondary education and complete that particular degree.
You know, Ms. Hayes, since we're talking about the elimination of the possible elimination of these programs, could you say that these programs play a very, very significant role in providing access to disadvantaged students, minorities, women, and et cetera? Speak to that. How do you see that?
Well, I think that the program most definitely helps those that are disadvantaged. Most of the time when you look at the metro school system, the target is the upper crust, those that already are performing at a above average way, and those that are below average that are about to drop out. This program targets those mediocre students that maybe have the potential but lack the resources, and maybe because of their disadvantaged backgrounds they are not aware of the different resources that are available to them, because most of the time the guidance counselors are overworked. The ratio is like one counselor to maybe 500 students in 1 year, and those counselors have a job already making sure that the ones that need the actual services that they are able to receive them. So we go in and we try to assist with that by targeting those students who have the potential and just need just a mere resource to help them and guide them the right way. So we go in and do those things.
You know, Mrs. Love, I think Ms. Hayes has already indicated how she started with Upward Bound. And I would imagine in all of your experiences dealing with this particular program that you can tell us of just a number of success stories and whatever, and some of the things that have been accomplished. And so let's have you to talk about that.
Okay. We started with, unlike the Educational Talent Search program, we provided services for all of those students who are grades 9 through 12. And we provide for them tutoring during the academic phase on Saturdays, and we would meet every Saturday except when they were having special holidays like the Christmas break, Thanksgiving, those kinds of things. And then during the summer we would provide for them a 6-week residential phase where they would come to class from 8 to 12, and then in the afternoon we would provide special activities for them, enrichment activities for them. They would live on campus. We provide the room for them, we provide a board, and we also provide a small stipend. Not enough to allow them to purchase,
anything,
but at least they would be able to purchase some items that they would need. In addition to that, we would provide for them activities in the afternoon. As a matter of fact, we were with them from, well, as we said, 24/5, not 24/7, because we would have adults living on campus with them to make sure that they were following the guidelines they needed to do. And then, of course, they would escort them to breakfast. So a day with Upward Bound would start maybe around 6:30 in the morning. You get up, get to breakfast at 7 o'clock, and then class would start at 8. And students were required to take those classes that they had to take when they went back to school in September. So it really was sort of like a prep course for them for the summer, and it lasted for 6 weeks. And then at the end of the 6 weeks period, we'd always take them on a cultural trip, not necessarily to Six Flags over Georgia or Six Flags over wherever, but we would visit a lot of the educational museums, the colleges, universities, and those kinds of things. We also involved the parents with an orientation session at the beginning of each phase, and of course we also had for them a banquet at the end of the phase. So we provided for them the instruction and of course exposure to cultural trips. And we have several of our students who have graduated from high school and from college and have gone on to get master's degrees. As a matter of fact, the last year we were in operation, the year 2003 graduates, 100% of our students graduated, and 100% of those kids also enrolled in a post-secondary school. So our success rate as far as even going to college and getting out within, say, 5 or 6 years has been very high.
And the elimination of all of these programs, is that what we're saying? We're saying that there's a proposed elimination of both the programs that you're talking about,
Right.
in a real sense limiting access to a large number of individuals who are minorities, women, disadvantaged youth,
right.
et cetera, all coming to institution of higher education campuses.
Right. That's right.
And this is not only will impact your program here, but it will impact other programs. When we say Upward Bound, we're not talking about just Upward Bound at Tennessee State University. Well, okay, so what we have, we're getting ready for our second commercial break. And when we come back, we want the two of you to give us some information in terms of what can be done in order to try to make sure that these programs remain. Because I think what we've tried to do in the state of Tennessee here, we've tried to make access to education for all young people, and lottery has done quite a job in terms of doing that. But if we have a lottery here giving money and money being cut off over here, we're still basically in the same situation. And so when we come back, we want to talk about the kind of threats that are in reference to these programs and what people might be able to do in order to help the two of you. And of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. Topic is the proposed